Talk to him.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold. Classic.
Only gonna do this once.
Classic.
International. All right now.
Classic. Yeah.
I'm only gonna do this once. Ha ha.
Classic.
Yeah. It's the best daytime live show on all streaming platforms. It's the Classic Codes. You know I gotta come to the ring, man.
Fighting out of the southpaw stance. Standing at 6'2", 190 pounds. I give you, boy, I'm made different. I work too hard. Ain't no way I ain't getting paid different. This from the dirt, this from the mud. This was strictly for my homies that was brave with me. You can't come in with me now if you ain't came.
Let's go.
Looking at you side eye if you
Let's
ain't
go.
with real life. I seen a couple people try and it ain't in pretty. I only keep the people around that stood on 10 with me. And if they start to stand on 9, that's where it end with me. It can end quickly. In the way I level up, I make them spin differently. I should start a foundation. They be make-a-wishing me. I got these hoes in the fringe. They can't seem to get to me. Babe, I done mastered discipline. It take more than booty cheeks. Need a little more conversation, cause I still be trying to see. I be listening with my eyes. Yeah, I still be trying to see. I be moving like the prize. You can't find another me. Let's get focused.
Let's get focused. Yo, I'm Classic with the Classic Codes, and I got another great live show for y'all.
Classic.
Yes, Lord. While we let the chat file in, I ain't gonna waste no time. I'ma still get to work. You know, every day we pull up ready to go one on
I'm
nobody.
only gonna do this once.
Facts. It's the best daytime live show on all streaming platforms right now. We are streaming live at the Classic Codes on YouTube, Twitch, and Rumble. So wherever you tapping in from, we appreciate it for sure.
Classic.
All right, so I got a full slate for y'all. Before we get into that, make sure you hit the like button and make sure you subscribe if you have not already. Turn on your notifications so you can stay in tune with everything that's going on. I go live damn near every day. We do panels. We do all different types of things. Got premieres dropping for y'all every night. You know, we just pushing out that work. You know what I mean? Let's go. But without further ado, today we got a full slate. So we have a reaction video. We're going to tap in with Danica Dope Discussions. Been a long minute since I tapped in with Danica.
Classic.
So we're going to tap in with Danica Dope Discussions on the reaction video. Then we got a question of the day rooted in a reaction video. So we're going to kind of intertwine those two things on the TikTok reaction. And then we also have an additional, we got 3 reactions in total. So we got a lot of things to react to.
Classic.
You know what I'm saying? And then we got our code. We have our code language conversation. So we got a full slate of things to get into, and we got time to do it. So we're going to make sure that we take care of it.
Today I got time, cuz.
And like I always say, make sure that you active in the comments, whether you catching this on the rewatch or whether you catching it live. I do speak to everybody in the comments because we got to crack these codes. Whether you agree or disagree, all perspectives are welcome. We like having open, grown folks conversations.
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
But yeah, man, let's get the show rolling. We're going to slide over to Danica Dope Discussions and tap in with her. Like I said, for the first time in a long minute, shout out to Danica. And, you know, Danica, a beautiful married queen that's holding, you know, much like a similar type of space to River TV, where like she holds women accountable. You know what I mean? And she real and raw with it. You know, Danica, she ain't scared to let a couple cuss words fly on you. She a married woman, you know what I'm saying? She represents that proudly. And so, yeah, it's always positive tapping in with her. Let me see. I'm trying to get to my right screen, y'all. One moment, chat. Told y'all lately, StreamYard been a little weird, man. A little weird. So I'm trying to work through this, but I don't know. We gonna rock out like this, chat. We gonna rock out like this. I don't know what's going on with the with the StreamYard situation. I don't know what's going on, man. But we're going to rock out like this, chat. Let's roll. This is Danica Dope Discussions, and we're going to do a reaction to her video on men don't care, women regret leaving good men. Leaving good men. I actually called this the one that got away. So let's get into it. I haven't watched this, so let's go.
Okay, the title says she lost her man because she thought she had options. Now she regrets it. And unfortunately, this is the same old tired tune and song that so many women continue to sing. Let's get into it. Roll the clip for us.
I ended up losing the man that I was supposed to marry because I was too hot. I was thinking I was and had options. And I did. But they wasn't good options. I ended up losing a man that I would call 3 o'clock in the morning because I wanted to cuddle. And this man was coming town to see me. You know what I mean? 3 o'clock in the morning. What man you know doing that? I had a man that knew me and my son was in the house hot as fuck. He went out of his way and spent $300 on getting me and my baby an air conditioner to put in our house. And me and that man ended up hitting a rough patch in our relationship. And I decided to go seek, other options because I thought they was better. And, at the time, dealing with it and being in the midst of it, it might have seemed like it was better. It might have.
Hold on, chat. Because I don't want to stream like this for y'all, man. Something going on with my StreamYard. I don't want to stream like this for y'all. Give me one moment, chat. All right, I'm here. Let's see if we can get this situated. I don't want to stream like that for y'all. It's bothering me, so I know it's gonna bother y'all. Y'all used to a certain quality of show, and that's what we gonna give. Let's get the right layout. There we go. All right, chat. We in there. What up, Soft Rain? What up, chat? 333. We gonna start this fresh. All right. We gonna start this fresh. What up? Chat 333. Drop them threes if you here. Make sure you hit the like button. No charge.
Classic.
So we sliding over to Danica Dope Discussions for our reaction video for the day. Been a minute since we tapped in with Danica. I'm excited for this one. I got to go back. Sorry for the technical difficulties, and I appreciate your patience more than anything. So let me go back to the starting point, and then we're going to rock out, chat. Let's do it.
Says she lost her man because she thought she had options. Now she regrets it. And unfortunately, this is the same old tired tune and song that so many women continue to sing.
So
let's get
up?
into it. Roll the clip for us.
I ended up losing the man that I was supposed to marry because I was too hot. I was thinking I was and had options. And I did. But they wasn't good options. I ended up losing a man that I would call 3 o'clock in the morning because I wanted to cuddle. And this man was coming town to see me. You know what I mean? 3 o'clock in the morning. What man you know doing that? I had a man that knew me and my son was in the house hot as fuck. He went out of his way and spent $300 on getting me and my baby an air conditioner to put in our house. And me and that man ended up hitting a rough patch in our relationship. And I decided to go seek, other options because I thought they was better. And, at the time, dealing with it and being in the midst of it, it might have seemed like it was better. It might have seemed like, yeah, this is a lot better. But, after it's all said and done, that wasn't better. You know why? Because that man that I was supposed to marry wouldn't have had me dealing with my pregnancy alone. He wouldn't have left me out to go to every single appointment by myself. He wouldn't have had me in a delivery room by myself, giving birth to not one, but 2 babies at one time. That man wouldn't have missed his kid's first birthday. That man wouldn't have not seen his kids in over a year in person. That man wouldn't have fed me bull and lies and excuses on why he couldn't be there or why he can't show up. He would have made a way. And it's like, I just say all this to say, like, you really don't know what you got until it's gone. And you really don't know the value of things until it's gone. And I'm not even trying to bash my baby father or anything like that or speak down on him. But it's like, if I had known.
She not trying to bash her baby daddy after she just got done you know, metaphorically, verbally slapping his head off the concrete.
I'm only gonna do this once.
I'm not trying to bash him or nothing, you know what I'm saying? Even though I just verbally stomped the mud hole, allegedly for content creation purposes and entertainment only.
Yeah.
It's a lot happening right now, but I appreciate her candor more so than anything. Let's roll.
Better at the time, and I wasn't so young, dumb, and full of. I wouldn't have did that, you know.
I'm gonna pause her because she is saying a mouthful, and that last little part right there just kind of like pissed me off a little bit because, contrary to popular belief, a lot of these women out there, they absolutely already know better. They just love to use that cop-out excuse of I was young and dumb and full of you know what in order to justify their poor actions and behaviors. But they know what they have. It's just that a lot of them have it in their minds that they're going to always have it. What did she say? She said, you know, we hit a rough patch in our relationship. And I'm pretty sure that rough patch was by way of her. I'm gonna be honest, which is why she's, you know, crying about it now, because I'm sure everything is dawning on her that all of this kind of was my fault. But let's peep the game. And y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe. She said, I had options. We hit a rough patch and I felt like, hey, why not use this opportunity to go outside and explore those options? But ladies, just because you have quote unquote options to choose from does not mean that those options are good quality options to choose from. And a lot of you all found out the hard way that that's the reality. Like, yeah, I had all of these guys, you know, hitting me up and trying to take me out or trying to do this and trying to do that. And so, yeah, I felt like I was hot-ish. Like she said, I was hot in the pants and I wanted to, you know, explore. I wanted to experiment. I wanted to.
They call it liberation, Danica. It's liberation. Liberation.
Have my life experience. And then you go outside and you realize, dang, I was just something for these guys to screw. I wasn't really somebody that they were taking seriously. Not like how my man was taking me seriously. They may have found me to be physically attractive, but when it comes to settling down, coming through for me, having my back, providing for me, protecting me, leading to, no, none of that.
Hey, check it out, though. I mean, all these testimonies surfacing nowadays from women who have let good men go, you know, it proves a couple of things. It proves that good men are in abundance, men who are willing to latch on to a woman, attach to a woman, be loyal and true to that woman, and devote himself to protecting that woman and whatever family they can build out. Those men are plentiful. The issues have been that they're not tall enough or handsome enough or rich enough or, you know, some other superficial nonsense ass reason. But most women come across a man who imprints on them emotionally and, you know, has it in his mind that he's willing to do damn near anything for this woman for whatever particular reason it is. He just has this intuitive attachment and connection to this woman. Like I likened it to the Twilight term, imprinting, right? And most naive young men, they're capable of loving in that way and being the person that, yes, you know, for no matter what, no, you know, being a husband before they're actually a husband is essentially what she was describing when she had the good man. It proves that those men are plentiful and they exist. It also proves that nice guys finish last.
Classic.
Let me turn that up a little bit.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Let me turn that up a little bit. It also proves that nice guys finish last.
Classic.
The fact that I can go to any streaming platform, preferably probably for something like this, TikTok, and search stories like this and find by the thousands women who can say they had a really, 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 really good ass guy that they, you know, essentially shitted on allegedly for content creation purposes and entertainment.
Classic.
You know, and they did it thinking, they had options that were just as suitable and going to behave the same, because surely you deserve this treatment from all men that you deal with, because after all, you are the prize.
Classic.
You know, and so the way that the modern woman seems to go about it psychologically ends up working against them in reality.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Seems to be a reoccurring thing, but nice guys most definitely finish last. You go out here being the dude that'll pull up at 3 a.m. You go out here being the dude that'll do this and do that and do this and do that. And what ends up happening, a little bit of human nature takes over, and you end up getting taken what we call for granted.
Yeah.
And that's not, that's not something that most men really recover from very well. When it happens. And I know if Tez Down was in here, I know he'll probably be testifying to it. But yeah, that's just a real thing. A lot of people don't bounce back well from being taken for granted. I think most guys who have ever been or are still the nice guy, they have their fair share of horror stories in regards to being naive for a woman and the fallout that comes with that.
Classic.
So only thing I could say is, y'all know my motto. I'm big on understanding that everybody's living a human experience, and nothing that any one person is going through is the first time or the last time that a person will go through it. And so, the most important thing is don't go through something for nothing. You know what I mean? If you're the guy on the other end of this story, you know what I mean? Take what you need to take from your experience and move. Or what's the phrase Uncle Plug say? Act accordingly. Choose wisely and act accordingly.
So be very, very careful, ladies, about these quote unquote options you are going outside to explore. Because that option, that one option that you had already, you should have prioritized it. He should have been your first and only damn option, because he was showing and proving to you that, yes, I value you. I love you. I'm here for you. But unfortunately, these women are not there for these men. And she said something towards the beginning of this clip that really stood out to me. She said something along the lines of the man that should have been my husband, or the man that I should have married. And in my opinion, the reason why she is so boldly stating that is because maybe, just maybe, that same man that she left vocalized to her that, yes, I have plans for us. I plan on settling down. I plan on marrying you. I plan on starting a family. I plan on making sure that we are prosperous and stable and secure. He probably let her know that. But in her head, it was like, oh no, you're too serious, and I'm still young, and I'm still lit, and I still want to go outside. And maybe that scared her a little bit. A lot of times that happens. When a man is direct with his plans or the things that he wants for that relationship, it can scare a lot of the hot girls and city girls away, because to them, you are stifling their growth. You are, kind of putting them in a box and not allowing them to live their best lives. Right. And so now she's looking back on it like, damn, like he did tell me that he planned on marrying me and he planned on starting a family, but I wasn't ready, but I wanted to go out and explore options. And now you're older, you're looking around at your life and it's in shambles, and you're thinking to yourself, shoulda, coulda, woulda. And not only are you looking around at your own life and seeing how disgusting it is, but maybe she's also able to witness and see that same man that she let get away with somebody else.
Classic.
She's probably seeing that his life has done nothing but elevated.
I'm only gonna do this once.
His life has done nothing but evolved. And she's not a part of it. And I bet you that is eating her alive. But let's continue. And y'all like the video for me.
If I had known better, I would have done better. And every day I'm working towards trying to forgive myself for that, because he didn't deserve that. And, women make mistakes too. It really ain't all the men that out here that be cheating and lying and, doing stuff like that. Like, women have babies on men too, and I'm sadly one of them. But I love my kids with everything in me, and I wouldn't trade them for nothing.
Would you look at this? Would you look at this? Evil with a conscience. Evil with a conscience. Man, I tell you. Let's look at Danica face. Look, yeah. Yep, that says it all. Yep. Evil with a conscience. Wow.
Nothing in the world. But I just wish I would have picked a better father for them.
I bet you do. And that right there is also something that pains me and pisses me off. We don't think about how our choices can directly impact our children. Us trying to live our best life can result into our children living their worst lives, to where they don't have an active and involved father. Like, we got to do better. We got to choose better. And it should not take for life to beat us up in order for us to start to see the error and the faults and flaws of our ways. I'm tired of it. You know, and I'm gonna be real, like I stated, I feel like women like her, they're not really remorseful or regretful about treating said man poorly. I think that they are upset and regretful and remorseful about their lives panning out to become something that was poorly orchestrated and poorly developed. That's just my opinion, though. All right, but it was other men in the comments on this video that had some things to say, and I want to get into it with you all. Okay,
let's see.
This guy says she never effed with old boy. She just loved what he did for her. And that goes back into what I just said. Like, I really don't believe that a lot of women really want or desire that man back. I think they just like all of the perks and benefits that came along with him. As a matter of fact, another guy said the same thing. He says she's regretting the loss of benefits and not the person. Another man says it's always the nice guys that finish last, and then you get jealous when you see him with another lady and you know how he's treating her. And
I said it. I'm telling you. You want to take an L? Be nice as hell.
And again, I alluded to that. I do feel like the reason why she is now crying in her car, talking about shoulda, coulda, woulda, is because maybe she has been able to reflect. And maybe she has, you know, been lurking on his social media platforms and seeing how his life has unfolded and how his life is just seemingly so much better even without her. And don't let that same man have another woman. Now she's really mad and in her feelings because, like he said, she already knows what type of treatment that man is giving to that woman because she knows what he was ready and willing to do for her. So I know that whatever woman that he gets with, he's going to pour into, he's going to take care of. And if that woman that he is with is smart, she's not going anywhere. She's not going to leave him. Right? And so you just are hit with this constant reminder of your F up, your mistake. And before you know it, life is eating you alive and there's nothing you can do about it. There was no replacement for that man. That man is not coming back. And you have to just live with that. But let's go ahead and get into the next clip, you all. Y'all like the video, share the video, and
We're gonna rock out on one clip. We appreciate Danica Dope Discussions for giving that beautiful commentary and that beautiful content for us to be able to react to. You know how I get down, I react to the reactions, I join conversations, bring a male POV to the female version of it, and you know, collab with these folks, I guess indirectly, and hopefully we do these collaborations for real one day, for sure. You know, shout out to Danica Dope Discussions. It's been a minute since I tapped in on her content, and so I felt like I had to spin the block and make sure I tapped in, see what she was talking about, and do some authentic reaction. But amazing, beautiful commentary as usual. So yeah, man, I hope y'all enjoyed that chat. Hold on, what we got next? What up, Tez? Did I see Tez pop in the building? Yep. What up, bro? Tez down in the building. Chat 333. We here. But yeah, so we're gonna move into our question of the day. Question of the day is monogamy miserable for men? We about to slide over to TikTok and tap in with Charleston White because he has some things he wants to say in regards to this matter, and I'm gonna do a reaction to his commentary, and then we're gonna get into the question of the day. Y'all feel free to go crazy in the comments. I'll come to all the comments. Remember, the super chats are open. And if you want to support the channel for free, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if it's your first time here. What up to everybody? 333 in the chat. Let's see what Charleston White talking about. Let's see what Uncle Charleston talking about.
Is a man expected to have one woman? Every nigga I know in a relationship with, only in America, is a man expected to have one woman. Every nigga I know in a relationship with one woman seems unhappy. That's why him and his woman don't spend a lot of time together. That's why a nigga don't rush home. Every nigga I know with one woman die early, don't live long. I ain't bullshit. Every nigga I know like that, nigga they don't live long. Nigga with one woman, every nigga I know with one woman trying to be faithful or get mistreated by his woman because he can't pursue his goals. He can't pursue his aspiration. He better not have no plans outside his woman. She gonna get upset. What you mean I ain't included? He can't have no time for himself. Everything has to be about his woman. And that's what the black men live and die with when he get a woman. It's about her feelings. It ain't never about his feelings. It ain't never about his pleasure. That's why when he come home, he have to eat her pussy to have sex.
Hey, how y'all feel about his opinion up to this point? I want y'all to chime in. Let me tap in with the chat before I get too far behind. We got some of our activated people. Shout out to Mama V in the chat, 333. The tears down said, I heard non-monogamy and I had to show up. Welcome on in. Mama V said monogamy is miserable for women. Oh, Mama V, that's how you starting today?
Sometimes you just got to crash on that.
That's how you starting today? Monogamy is... Hey, listen, you ain't telling me nothing I don't know. I bet you that. I bet you ain't telling me nothing I don't know. But you are talking about a certain type of women. The wives do exist. Good women be loud. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. She said, y'all started a war, bro. Who started a war? Who is y'all? Who is y'all? Let's see what Charleston talking about. He said this morning. Oh, man, if y'all didn't catch the Tez Down live, go tap in with the Tez Down and catch his live stream from this morning. It was up, man. He reviewed my Red Room live stream from the other day, and the chat went crazy. The chat went crazy. But, yeah, y'all tap into that later after this. But let's see. Let me know what y'all think about what Charleston started off with in this first minute here. It's only a 5-minute clip, so we can take our time with breaking this down. Is monogamy miserable for men? Let's break down this first minute again. Let's go.
Only in America is a man expected to have one woman. Every nigga I know in a relationship with one woman seems unhappy. That's why him and his woman don't spend a lot of time together. That's why a nigga don't rush home. Every nigga I know with one woman die early, don't live long. I ain't bullshit. Every nigga I know like this, nigga don't live long. Nigga with one woman, every nigga I know with one woman trying to be faithful or getting mistreated by his woman because he can't pursue his goals. He can't pursue his aspirations. He better not have no plans outside his woman. She gonna get upset. What you mean I ain't included? He can't have no time for himself. Everything have to be about his woman. And that's what the black men live and die with when he get a woman. It's about her feelings. It ain't never about his feelings. It ain't never about his pleasure. That's why when he come home, he have to eat her pussy to have sex. He have to stimulate her to have sex. She don't stimulate him.
Ooh, tie in. We just talked about foreplay. We talked about emotional foreplay and women saying foreplay is important and, warming up the engine and getting her going. And, they just not just ready like that and blah, blah, blah. And Charleston spent the block making a totally different point saying, essentially that it boils down to the selfishness of the woman. The man is overexerting himself, which leads to his own misery is what I'm gathering. Y'all talk to me, chat. What y'all think on this so far? So Ted said all the sister wives had to chime in. He said they want to be sister wives who kiss. And he said the Ted's down, faux play. Yeah. Mama V raised her hand. Here we go. Let's go.
She lay in the bed. She don't have nothing on sexy. She lay there in the bed and expect he's supposed to just have his dick hard for her. Think about that. She don't do nothing. He's supposed to come home and have his dick hard and ready for her. But nigga, she in bed. She ain't sexy. She ain't smelling good. She got the thing on her, the bunny on her, so she ain't looking. She ain't getting you. So your dick supposed to get hard. So get what? He got to watch porn. The average black woman have 2 or more children by 2 or more men before she get with a man and try to say, you need to be with me. Bitch, your pussy contaminated. You not had.
Now listen, chat. He just started talking about black women specifically now. So I'm gonna have to bow out of this part, but y'all go ahead in the chat and I will be happy to read y'all comments. Okay. He's talking specifically about black women. I will not be chiming in on this part. Now, when he was talking about women in general, I was here to react. But I no longer discuss black women specifically. Black queens forever. Classic. On the classic codes. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
2 niggas come in your pussy. I'm supposed to stay with this pussy for the rest of my life. And when I come home, you ain't at the door ready to suck my dick as a black man, especially if I'm struggling, trying to get my life together. Now, if I got a big old dick and you a freak and I'm a freak, yeah, you'll pull on my dick. And the only time you'll show me some affection is when you put it on my dick. Now, once you can't put on my dick, I don't get the same love and affection you get when you put it on my dick. But let me go over here and put this good dick somewhere else. And I need a ride. She gonna come give me a ride for this good dick. She gonna give me something to eat for this good dick. At work, when I get a job, and these women on the job, they gonna appreciate me way more than you appreciate me, narcissistic black woman. That's why they're using that word against the black man. I'm telling every black boy I know, it is not godly for a man to have one woman. God did not design for a man to have one woman. No.
Before we get into that, he said it is not godly for a man to have one woman. Mama V said, not Dirty Dan talking about contamination. The tears down said, in the summer of 25, the code was cracked. The side thing is a certified knob polishing machine. Oh my God. Hey, listen, we got to say this for the red room, don't it? Soft Rain said, if I can't get you up, then I feel like you don't desire me or find me attractive or want me. Why can't he just blame it? Why can't he just blame it on a lack of foreplay? Like y'all, why can't he blame it on a lack of foreplay like y'all?
Classic.
Oh, you know, you gotta get the engine running. Ain't that what y'all said?
Do this once.
Ain't that what they said? Mama V said, gotta see whose tadpoles are the strongest. Mama V, you going crazy.
Classic.
Soft Rain said, but if I come ready, then you should too. I mean, ain't that how it's supposed to go, y'all? I said it in Ted's chat earlier. I said, listen, and that ain't what this about. We supposed to be talking about monogamy. Y'all seem like y'all just want to talk about SIGs. But yeah, yeah. I think I said it on Ted's channel earlier. I was like, you know, if a woman talking about she require all that, you know, all that foreplay from you to get warm and ready, she's just not that attracted to you, G.
Classic.
Because if a woman think her dude fine as hell, it don't take all that warming up. That thing warm. She like what she see when it come in the door. All real.
Do this once.
All that you got to get me going and all that. She like you for your personality, gang.
Classic.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Or she like you for your wallet or some shit. But she definitely don't think you fine though. Because if you was fine, I'm sorry. Yeah, I ain't gonna tell y'all no stories or nothing like that. I'll save it for the red room. You know, I'll save it for the next red room. I ain't gonna tell y'all no stories, but I'm sorry. When she think you attractive, just know you don't have to do nothing special. That thing I'm talking about is percolating. All right, now back to the conversation about monogamy. You freakazoids in the chat.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Here we go. Ted said only the strong survive. Hey, Tez was submitting his resume to Cornhub, wasn't he? You on his live stream earlier, wasn't he? He said you and Soul started the war this morning. They still got the blood hot. Sapiosexuals are all about the foreplay. I don't want no sapiosexual. I want to be physically, objectifiably attractive to my mate. I want my mate to look at me and objectify me. It don't mean that they can't also like my personality. I want both. I don't want you to like me because you like my mind. I want you to look at me and think I'm fine as hell. Classic. Because this what happened. Let's talk about the little sapiosexuals. This what happened. The little fake sapiosexual shit, because I'm not buying that sapiosexual shit either. Y'all can keep it. Oh God. As a matter of fact, you just triggered me.
Sometimes you just gotta crash on that.
I'm not buying that sapiosexual shit. They'll date a dude that they think personality is cool, but they know damn well if they don't think he fine, they don't like him like that. Really, they just dating a nigga that they would normally friend zone. And what's gonna happen is they gonna see something 6'2" chocolate like me, and they gonna want to cheat with me on they sapio attractive boyfriend. Classic. Yeah. Your mind, fellas, your mind don't make her pelvis percolate when she see you. You need a woman that pelvis percolate when she see you. She see you and she like your odor, your natural odor. You just get out to shower using regular soap and she get up on that neck and she like how you smell, how your pheromone give off. If she like you like that, Then all that warming up they be talking about, all that foreplay, that shit is not necessary. That shit cap. If your woman needs you to do all this rubbing and touching and tugging and soothing and breathing and talking and whispering and texting beforehand to be ready for you, G, she don't think you look good, folks.
Classic.
She don't, folks. Newsflash. She do not think you attractive, gang. On the set, she don't think you attractive. If you got to do all that, if you gotta do all that to get that thing ready, you understand what I'm saying? Then you y'all friends.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Y'all friends. That ain't your lady. That ain't. It shouldn't even take much. It shouldn't even take much. And again, her being physically attracted to you don't mean she can't like you as a human being too. She can like you as a human. I love your mind. I love your thoughts. I love your intellect. But when I see you, I'm hot and bothered. That's you need that, fellas. If you don't got that, fellas, she is more. I'm not saying your woman guaranteed to cheat if she not physically attracted to you like that. But if you like a 5 or a 6 on her 1 to 10 scale, bro, she is vulnerable to cheating on you, bro. I'm just keeping it real. If you are a 5 or a 6 on the physical 1 to 10 scale for your woman, she is more prone to cheating on you for sheer physical reasons.
Classic.
I'm just keeping it $1, man. Y'all can miss me with that sapio shit. Miss me. I don't care. I don't care. If I had to choose a woman that think I'm fine as hell, but ain't all the way in love with my personality, versus a woman that just loves the way I think, but she think I'm a 5 on the 1 to 10. Give me the woman that think I'm fine as hell. Y'all crazy as hell.
Classic.
Y'all crazy as hell. What? Sapiosexual. Miss me.
Today I got time, cuz.
Miss me. I ain't doing none of that sapio shit. Nope. You gotta like it when you see it. Nope. Soft Rain said it doesn't. Warming up is extra. Soft Rain said just depends on the mood. I'm stingy. I'm for monogamy. See, Tez? Tez said I want them to want it. Yeah, you see what I'm saying, brother? To live your truth. Look, Mama V said that part. Yeah. Tez said I don't buy it. Yeah, I never bought that sapio shit. They put it on clearance and I ain't buy that shit. I didn't buy it.
Today I got time, cuz.
Yeah, I'm attracted to the brain. Oh, okay, sure. Mama V said, not me, just speaking for the brainiacs. Oh, okay. There you go. See what I'm saying? Yeah, you don't even live by that shit. You not even doing that. See what I'm saying?
Classic.
You not even doing that. Tez Down said, I want it so that they have to ignore me when they are ovulating. Yeah. They got You hear me? They got to run so we don't make a baby. Yeah. The Tez Down said they will cheat too. Yeah. Listen. Let's just have a conversation. If your woman think you fine, if she think you fine as hell, like she thinks she got a specimen of a man at the house, if she think you fine as hell, is she less likely to cheat? Not saying she won't. Is she less likely? We talking probability versus possibility. Any woman could cheat. Is she less likely to cheat if she think you fine? If she think you a 9 or a 10 on the 1 to 10, is she less likely to cheat? My vote is yes. She is less likely to cheat. But I'm gonna give you a practical reason. If she think you a 9 or a 10, that means when she go outside, she not gonna see a lot of dudes that she think look better than you or as good as you, because it ain't a lot of 9s and 10s running around. And if you a 9 or a 10, and she do see somebody else that's a 9 or a 10, but you putting that rod down, because spare the rod, you have denied your woman. You have to administer the rod. You putting that rod down, she gonna see him. She gonna want to come home. She gonna want to go home. Oh, I got that make and model at the house. Matter of fact, when I get to the house, I'm finna, you hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what she gonna want to do. I don't want to hear no lies in the chat, ladies. Do not come in the chat lying today. She said, whoa, ovulation. Yeah, we know about it. Soft Rain said, especially in the 40s. Oh, yeah, we heard about the 40-year-olds. The Tez Down said, they will weigh the options, but if she's enjoying your body, she's less likely to cheat. I agree with you, Tez. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Less likely to cheat. Thank you, Soft Rain. See, hey, change your name back to change your name back to Perfect in the chat.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Less likely to cheat. Absolutely. Knock the Sonic rings out that thing. On God. You know what I'm saying? Some Mario coins. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. No, don't buy it. If your woman, fellas, if you at home right now, you watching this and your woman tell you she with you for your personality, watch her close. You know I'm anti-GPS for the men, but you need to have her location. You need to go ahead and be a detective, dog. So you know if you're wasting your time and your resources and your money. Go ahead and be a detective. Watch her real close for the next 30 days. And that'll be about long enough for you to catch what you and see what you need to see. Yep. They got all type of spy shit on TikTok. I'm endorsing it. Go ahead and be the police. If she with you for your personality, you need to be the police for your girl. She gonna listen. Work Bay, he hitting that. I'm telling you right now, all you dudes out there that's cool with your women having work husbands and all that shit. When y'all go to the company, she said, I'm back. Miss Perfect in the chat. Back. Yes. Hey, all y'all dudes out there that's cool with the little work husband setup and shit, and y'all your woman done weaponized insecurity against you. She told you was insecure for being worried about another man and all that shit, and you went for that goofy shit. Listen, if you meet work hubby at the Christmas party and he about 3-4 inches taller than you, and his cologne smell like it costs $72 more than yours, he already cracked. I promise you that. He already hit. He already done slid. I promise you. If we are betting the over on him already having had clapped your girl cheeks by the time you shake his hand at the company event.
I'm only gonna do this once.
I promise you that. Work wives get cracked. Did he say? Classic. That's why don't you ever let a woman weaponize the term insecurity against you. Be insecure, nigga. They say insecure, we say territorial. Man shit. You say insecure, I say territorial. You mine. No work husband, no nothing. Ain't no another nigga calling himself no form of any kind of anything. Classic. What? Ain't gonna be none of that. And I know how to fight. We'll send this Christmas party up. Who paid for the decorations in this hoe? On God. Hey, listen, bro. If you meet the work husband and you shake his hand and you feel I already hit your wife energy.
Natural born crash dummy.
Sometimes you just gotta crash on out.
Today I got time, cuz.
You gotta send the Christmas party up, gang. I'm sorry. She's fired. He ain't gonna be your work husband no more. Cause when I get done, you ain't gonna be employed here no more. Classic. Yeah. We flipping tables. Joe Jet, what up, my dog? 333. Yup. Remember, bro, she jog at night. What's she jogging to? Yup. The Miss Perfect in the chat said, we see with our eyes first over everything. First sense is eyesight. Yeah. But y'all also see this the hypocrisy though, because you was the same one on the Queen panel. You and your sisterhood on the Queen panel. Shout out to all the ladies from the Queen panel telling men that they like a little chubby. You know what I'm saying? But they visualize first, but then they telling niggas to be a little fat. It's okay. Man, we not listen. Those are conflicting messages. Fellas, go get in the gym. Because the reality of it is, if anybody gonna get away with extra body fat and it not really affect their options, it's gonna be a woman. If anybody between men and women, if anybody gonna get away with having a little extra fat on them without it affecting their options, it's gonna be women. So fellas, don't be getting sent off on these platforms when these females be telling you they like the dad bods. They like the dad bods, but they prefer all this shit here. They prefer all this shit right here. You see what I'm saying? The dad bod will do, but yeah, ask them about their preference. When you put the body side, when you put the body chart up there and you say pick the preferred body type, it ain't the dad bod, gang. They be lying on the internet.
I'm only gonna do this once.
They be lying on the internet. Go to the gym, champ. Don't neglect legs. Don't neglect abs. Go to the gym, gang. Classic. On the Queen's panel, they tried to lie to us for an hour about that shit. I couldn't go for it. He said, come back super funky. Hell of a jog. Yeah, I know. Joe Jet said they thinking if he's busy eating, he ain't cheating. Right. She talking about dad bod. Yeah, okay. Save it. Save it.
Classic.
We working out. Let's see what else Charleston talking about though. Because what we really supposed to be talking about is monogamy miserable for men? And Charleston White trying to drive home the point why most men that are monogamous seem to be unhappy in his experience. Let's go.
No creature, no species in nature is obligated to one woman, not a male species. That's why every great man before these men had more than one woman. God said you got to have a queen and you got to have concubines. That's what God said. But the Europeans got the book. The Europeans got the book and says, the queen says you can only have one queen. The queen don't want you having hoes. Well, the queen said that. God didn't. God didn't. So why you think most black men is unhappy? Not only are they unhappy, they unhealthy in their relationships with this one woman who controls everything. Her temperament controls our relationship. She will emotionally bully you based on how she feels, to manipulate you with her feelings to make you do what she wants you to do based off how.
Now he's talking specifically about the black woman, so I don't have any comment on that because it's black queens forever. I would never.
Classic.
He's talking specifically about black women, but I will say in general, men who are not leaders of their home, it's because of emotional manipulation. It's just like the example that I gave you guys in regards to the word insecure being weaponized against men. If you a soft-ass man who don't know how to stand to your principles, a woman could weaponize the term insecure against you so she can go outside half naked, even though she's supposed to be yours. She'll weaponize the word insecure against you so that she can call another man her work husband and it be somewhat acceptable in front of your face. She'll weaponize the word. No woman gonna weaponize the word insecure to me. But I see it happen to men. And for those types of men, I can agree to what Charleston's saying. Miss Perfect in the chat said agree with that. Classic. Look, they perfect in the chat, Tez. Hey, Tez, they perfect in the chat, gang.
Classic.
Let's go.
How she feel. She's not operating in your best interest. She don't give a damn about your God purpose. She wants your ass home. If your God purpose got you out at a certain time of night, she wants you to fuck your God purpose, nigga. You better get home for my comfort. That's how the black woman is. You better not have a good job and you handsome, nigga, and your job got you working later than what you supposed to come home to, and she know it, and she'll know it, and you got some good dick. You ain't even got to be cheating. You better not be no handsome black man with no good dick striving to make your life better, and you got to be away from home. Your black wife, your black woman go hinder you. She wants you in the bed with her at a certain time for her security, knowing can't nobody get that dick. That's for her. That ain't for you. Nigga, your woman, I'm convinced that the black woman is comfortable with the black man being compromised in a state of needing her. She don't want the black man in a position where he don't need her, where he's in a position of a king, because that gives him more options outside of her. The black woman don't want you to have options, black man.
Listen, y'all could comment on this in the chat. Ted said no comment, Charleston. Yeah, I don't have anything to say. I don't have anything to say because he's speaking specifically to black women, and that's outside of my policy.
Classic.
That's outside of my policy. Now, chat, if y'all say something in the chat, whether y'all agree or disagree with this gentleman, I will read it. But as far as me having a take on this particular piece and component, I can't necessarily, I can't do that.
I'm only gonna do this once.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. My mom is black.
That's why she gonna work against you to keep you right next to her. You better not try to go above and beyond, nigga. Your woman go work against you to keep you right next to her, because she afraid that if you go a little higher, you might see something a little better, because she ain't appreciating you, she ain't valuing, she ain't doing what she's supposed to do as a woman to keep you. When the last time she sucked your dick in the car driving? You got to come home and turn home based off how she feel.
No, they told us. No, they did tell us that. They did tell us that. We just had the conversation about foreplay. They did tell us we got to come stimulate some shit. We got to come. My presence ain't stimulation. My presence better be stimulation. Yeah. I'm going to drive that one home, Charleston. I ain't talking about no sisters, though. I wouldn't do that. What you talking about? But I'm just saying, they did just tell us that when we were talking about foreplay. Oh, we need you to do this, and we got to connect mentally and intertwine. What she say? Our chakras got to twirl together. Whatever the fuck she was saying, man. Listen, man. Drop them. You know what I'm saying? What is he talking about? Hey, that boy a fool. Hey, Charleston White a fool. He a fool. Come on.
And how you feel, nigga, to help meet your needs as God created her and designed her to do, to help meet your needs. God said this is a helpmate for you. I gave her to you for a helpmate. They have switched the roles and you have been their helpmate, nigga. Why you think she mad if you ain't done this for her? Why you think you, and it's all about you being with her, you coming home to her. It's not about you developing you as a better man so you can be a better man to lead her, because she don't want to be led by you, nigga. She ain't following you, and her mama done already told you what men to do, and she already got 2 babies by 2 more other niggas that done left her. She ain't following you, nigga.
Hey, Miss Perfect in the chat said, generally speaking, I agree with Charleston. Women are insecure. She said it. I didn't say anything. Ted said they spiraled. Yeah. She said the chakras got to spiral together. She said it's interesting I'm doing this because isn't this how the chakras go? Get your dumb ass out of here. Miss Perfect in the chat. Yeah. Go ahead, speak your truth. I ain't gonna stop you. The Ted's down said Black Queens forever, or however they say it in Wakanda. You fucking right. I ain't got no smoke. Charleston said what he said. Y'all can agree or disagree with Charleston. I'm staying out of it. My name Wes. I ain't in that mess. Oh God, I tried to help. Them days are over.
You got to follow her. This relationship don't work. Black man, black woman. That's the.
I ain't gonna hold you. Is monogamy miserable for men? That's what we talking about. My man that went off on a whole tangent and the sister started catching strays, but I think he was still driving home his point as to why, one woman for one man, in a long-term setting can be more of a slow burn for the guy in the situation, long term. But I mean, I don't know. I got mixed feelings about it in general, though, because I feel like, I've seen a lot of monogamous couples, literally live and die together. Death did them part type shit. And I think they do get to a point. I think it's kind of like life. You start off as a kid, you grow into an adult, and then at your later years, you kind of a kid again, right? Needing to be taken care of, needing to be looked after, needing to be tended to a degree. You know what I'm saying? Needing to be watched out for, or whatever the case may be. And I think long-term relationships work similar to that to a degree, because it's like you have all that ecstasy and glee in the infatuation phases, and then you get used to each other, right? And then you go through this phase of whatever, and then on the backside, I think in them long-term relationships, when they getting old as hell and their mortality is part of conversations on a daily basis, they just learn to enjoy each other and not be as petty to each other. And kind of, when that clock start feeling like, something, when it start feeling like I don't even know how many more of these days we got left guaranteed together. So I ain't finna tweak off that shit. Plus, I've been dealing with this shit for 15 years, so it just is what it is. And I think they find joy with each other on the backside. So I think long-term relationships kind of swing in that way. Like Michael Obama was talking about her, and Michael Obama was talking about it in Barack's relationship, and saying how it didn't like Barack for 10 years out of their relationship, or 15 years out of their relationship, allegedly all for content creation purposes and entertainment and shit like that. But, and then it was also saying but what is 10 or 15 years out of 30, or whatever the case may be? You know what I'm saying? Or out of 50, or whatever the case may be. Now, I don't know about that shit. I don't know about going a decade with my wife disliking me in the crib because I'm definitely cheating. Are you kidding me? A decade and my wife don't like me? You literally on your bended knees asking me to go outside. Outside I will be.
Classic.
Is you stupid? If I was married and my wife wasn't fucking with me for 10 years, is y'all crazy? It's saying the word I could have a concubine. This is of God. Right now. Yeah, was you stupid? What? So you could tweak for 10 years and motherfuckers supposed to sit around and wait on you to feel better? Man, listen, that's narcissism. Let's argue.
Sometimes you just gotta crash on that.
Yeah, I don't know about that 10-year shit that Michael Obama was talking about, but I definitely understand the ebbs and flows of longevity, though. Miss Perfect in the chat said if he has the right woman, no. Y'all always love to say that. It's like a cliche. The right person, the right. What does that mean? What is that? What is that? What is that? People always say that. I remember being young and like start dating. And then like people tell you, you'll know when you find the right one, the right. It's like a fairy tale or something. It's like a mythical fallacy or something. Like what is that? What does that mean? The right one. It'd be people thinking they found the right one 10 times in their lifetime. They think they found the right one 10 times. They not even on the right one no more. They on the right 5, the right 6, the right 7, the right 8. Like, what is the right one? Must be thinking they been found must be finding the right one, be married to the right one for 10 years, get divorced from the right one, find another right one, get married again, be with that right one. Maybe they make it, maybe they don't with the right one. And then like, what is the right one? I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. And this ain't even at you, Soft Rain. I'm just talking to the topic. I don't believe in that. I don't.
Today I got time, cuz.
I don't. Because at the end of the day, it's a day-to-day choice. You got to choose the same person over and over again, over and over again. And the day you wake up and stop picking them, it's over. Right there. Right there. Right there. I tell you, you could have a relationship of any kind for any amount of years, and it only take a couple minutes for that shit to be done. All the friends I ain't got no more, that shit ended in minutes. Hey, we ain't friends no more. I ain't fucking with you.
Classic.
It's shit over with. It's shit over. Oh, you're just gonna flush the time down the drain? No, the time was already over. I ain't never seen yesterday come back. Hey, raise your hand if you seen yesterday come back. The time was already over. You tweaking in the present, and the present is actually all we have. Tomorrow not even promised. This shit over with. Yeah, we go. Yeah, it don't listen. I don't believe in that right one shit. Somebody gonna have to give me a logical explanation. Mama V said NRE, new relationship energy. Miss Perfect in the chat said gotta keep it spicy. See, that's the problem right there. No, how about falling into a routine you like? Keeping it spicy. That's how people start talking about. I'm bored. I got bored. Work hubby gonna knock your chick down. All the chicks that fellas, hey, I'm talking to the men. Ladies, don't mind me. Fellas, all the women that be talking about all that spontaneity shit, they're cheap. Yup. I need spontaneity. She gonna cheat.
I'm only gonna do this once.
She gonna cheat. She going outside. That's what spontaneity means.
Today I got time, cuz.
Cause life ain't no fucking action adventure movie. We not finna wake up and perform miracles and shit and jump off of mountains and all, man. Life, man, is routine. It's some mundane. Life is some mundane shit. Even when we was hunters and gatherers, you woke up and did similar shit every day. One person was chopping wood. One person was knitting and sewing. One person was hunting. One person was, you know what I'm saying? Like life ain't, this is not no adventure show. If a woman tell you she needed spontaneous and all that shit, she will go outside. I chose violence today. I'm keeping it real today. Fuck that. And I ain't talking specifically about black women. I'm talking about women. I done seen white women step outside too. I used to work in corporate for a long time. Stepping outside, coming every tone of olive and black and white and everything else. Stepping out, coming every color. All the nigga gotta do is have a little bit of clout, a little bit of money in some opportunity to dangle. I ain't gonna get into it. Yeah, I know the truth around this motherfucker now. I be trying to be cool, but I know the truth now. Don't. That's why when y'all be lying, I be like, you know what I'm saying? No vanilla midgets. Yeah. Mama V said, what does it mean? What does it mean? What does it mean? The right one, aka certified grizzly gobbler. Man, it's a bunch of them though. There's an abundance of them. There's a bunch of those.
Classic.
It's commercialized. I remember when females talking about fellatio was taboo. Now it's commercialized. It's a bragging point. The gawk. What else they call it? The nom. What else they call it? What was the girl that went viral? They need to be worried about being the main one. Tez, you keeping it too real. Now Joe Jet said boo boo the fool equal the right one. Yeah.
Classic.
Keeping it real today, Joe. We keeping it real today, Joe Jet. Being a fool for each other? ? No, that's the movie. See, that's the movies. See, that shit. That's not practical.
Classic.
It's not practical. It's not practical. That's the movies. Joe Jet said possibly Miss Perfect. It says that Hawk Tour. Yeah. It's commercialized now. It's commercialized. You can find some reasonable top anywhere you go. You can find some reasonable top. It's commercialized. You're not good at it. You're not cool. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, shout out to Charleston White for bringing some great commentary for us to react to. Is monogamy miserable for men? I don't know if we even drew a conclusion on this one. We have not cracked this code. We didn't ended up talking about a whole bunch of other shit, but it made for great content.
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
All right, let's move. All right, so now we finna tap into the topic I call Sounds Like Us. We sliding back over to TikTok and we finna tap in with what's her name? I forget this lady name all the time. Something Zilla, Prince Zilla. Sorry if I'm saying her name wrong. I legitimately really be forgetting her name. But I think it's like Prince Zilla or something like that. But she's a Alphabet community member. Certain words I'm not gonna say because I don't want to be flagged. But she's an Alphabet community member, and this is called She Sounds Like Us, because a lot of times when you hear women who like to date women discuss about their perspective and escapades with women, they oftentimes sound like men. And so it just lets you know that, you know, the women who have perspectives on women that match men are the women that deal with women. That's why when women try to tell me about women, but they don't date women, I point out to them that you've never been with a woman. You don't deal with women. So you don't know what my POV is. That's like the equivalent of a female telling you that her friend is a great girlfriend. She been your girlfriend before? No, but she's been my best friend forever. Two different jobs. You don't know what type of girlfriend your friend is unless you used to go with her. Did you used to go with her? Okay, so you don't know what type of experience I'm finna get. You have no idea. Her being your homie and her being my lady, two totally different job functions altogether. We damn near dealing with two different people. We damn near did. You can't give me no advice on your homies. None. Classic. None. Zero. Zilch. The role she playing in your life and the role I'm trying to put her in, two different. This shit ain't even in the same hemisphere.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Oh, my friend's a great girl. I promise you. You don't know. You don't, man. Let me talk. I'd rather talk to her ex than her bestie. Put her ex on the phone. Hey, bro, what I'm finna be getting into, gang? Classic. Let's see what Prince Zilla got to say, because she sound like us.
Women think the relationship is all about them. They do. Everything is centered around what she wants. And if that's fine, in her mind, everything is cool. And she does not care what the man is going through. She don't care what his challenges are or any of those things. Mm-hmm. So what ends up happening, the male believes that he keeps the marriage together because if he goes to cheat or whatever, like those 41 shades, for different reasons, mm-hmm. They left you with the marriage because the marriage was all you wanted. You didn't actually want the man. You wanted the marriage.
The fairy tale.
You wanted the fairy tale. So the man feels that he gave you what you wanted. You wanted the marriage. You wanted the money. You wanted the kids. You wanted all of this crap and never consider what he's mentally going through. Never considers what he invests into the relationship. A lot of men deal with this. And so what they end up doing is getting things outside of the relationship. And what? The woman is still mad. Women think the relationship is all about.
So don't she sound like us? She sound like us, don't she? Princella? That's her name? That's how I say it. Yeah, Princella. That's why the sister wives know. Yeah. Their friends are always trash. Yeah, man. But she sound like one of us. She sound like one of us. The way she breaking it down. And that's crazy because when she first started out going viral and all that, I guess she was in a relationship that was going really well. The confidence that women speak about shit when they're in a relationship that they feel like is blossoming and that is going to be forever and that is so unique to everything else that people are dealing with outside, the confidence they speak with. And then, like SpongeBob say, 2 days later, and then you hear them talking and they sound like how she just sounded. She sound like us. You know what I mean? I think the reason why on a lot of panels, and I don't do this, right? I created the space for women to be able to finish their sentences and finish their thoughts. I push back a bit on the Queen's panel, but I created a panel where women can come within the YouTube space and speak and finish Finish it. Whether I agree, disagree, whether the chat agree or disagree, you're going to get to finish. Right? And even though you ain't making no sense, and we know in real time whether you are or are not making any sense, we're going to let you finish. So there's a space for it. I've created it myself. But oftentimes, the best POV in the relationship conversation about women is going to come from the people who deal with women, not the women who are being a single woman. You see what I'm saying? Let's do some math. If you got 6 men on a panel and 5 women on the panel, all 5 women only date men. All 5 women only date men. All 6 men only date women. There's 11 people on the panel. Stay with me. Simple math. 5 women, 6 men. Topic comes up about women in relationships, right? The 5 women can only give a perspective about themselves. That's a total of 5 perspectives on women in relationships because they don't date women. So they can only talk about themselves in relationships. That's 5 perspectives. Those 6 men have all dated 5 women apiece. The 6 men have all dated 5 women apiece. That's 30 perspectives on women in relationships. Those 6 men are more educated on women in relationships than those 5 women. Let's argue. Let's argue. The best perspective when it comes to topics that are about women in relationships today is going to come from the people who deal with the women in the relationships today. Is that fair? Did I just say something that can be disproven somehow?
Classic.
Ted said 5, question mark. Yeah. If there's 5 women in the conversation and 6 men in the conversation. Yeah. Miss Perfect in the chat said that's fair. And I think I just cracked the code on why when these conversations about relationships come up and it's time to talk about the experience with the modern women, the women in the conversation can add to the conversation, most definitely, but they should be doing significantly more listening than talking.
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
Because the one guy, you one woman, you've been one woman your whole life. That's one perspective. That one man can give you, depending on how old he is and how many relationships he's had, how many situationships he's had, how many whole phases he's had, whatever the case may be, he may be able to give you a perspective on 40 women where you just have your perspective of you. So the man is the subject matter expert on women in relationships. Now, can we say the same for women? I'm about to double. Not double talk, but I'm about to introduce a double standard. Can we say the same for women? Are women the subject matter experts on dealing with men in relationships? Or are men more educated? I think there's a double standard. And I'm going to tell you why, from a practical standpoint. Because most women spend the majority of their choosing life choosing bad. By the time they do settle down with somebody and hopefully get married, it be after 10, 15, 20 failed ass, badass attempts. They got it right once, got it wrong 30 times. So when it's time to talk about men in relationships, half the time, y'all be talking about the worst nigga available because that's what y'all liked for a third or 2/4 of y'all life.
Classic.
I mean, but hey, I could be wrong. Just giving you my POV. Just saying. The Tez down said, he throwing hot coals on the smolder. Yeah, that's a fire. Hey, Tez, I'm cooking some dynamite. Want to come over and watch the game?
Classic.
I'm cooking some dynamite. So essentially, you're saying that men do better choosing than women. Absolutely. I think men have the fundamental understanding that there's a multitude of different women that they could make their wife. And I think men latch on to certain women and decide, hey, this is going to be my wife. And that woman decides this isn't the one for me. And then after that man experiences that pain, it changes him. And however it changes him, that's the man he's going to probably end up being for the duration of his adulthood. Doesn't mean he isn't going to end up being a husband, just means he sees women in general differently. And most of the time, what you'll notice is online, when you have 10, 15, 20 men in a room and one guy is talking, the other 15, 20 of them, except for the 10% of simps that are there, is nodding their head in agreement. Most of the time, men of a certain ilk, we be agreeing with each other. That's why when females be like, oh, I dealt with this dude, and y'all niggas be like, you talking about a whole cut of man that we don't even allow around us. You talking about a brand of nigga that we don't even allow around us. So yeah, we know exactly why you going through what you going through. You choosing bad.
Classic.
And it's plain to see. That's why women's shooting percentages were higher when they was going to dad and to uncle to vet the boyfriend. The shooting percentage was higher. Y'all miss way more than y'all hit these days. I love it. You opening up the live on chat Q&A? Yeah, I'll send the link. I got a few minutes. I'll probably drop the link sooner than later because I that way I have enough time to chop it up with you. But yeah. So it's one of those things. Yeah, I think essentially she said. So essentially, you're saying that men do better choosing than women. Yeah, I think that oftentimes, you know, how do I put this? All of that soulmate shit and the one for me shit and the right one shit, that's female shit. That's female shit. If I walk in a room with 50 attractive women, 5 or 10 of them could be my wife if I so choose. I'm not hard to get along with. Are you? If you are, then you disqualify yourself. You get what I'm saying? Like that soulmate shit, that shit not real. It's two people choosing each other over and over every day. I'm finna fuck with you. All right, I'm finna fuck with you back. And we gonna fuck with each other. And when it get rough, we gonna keep fucking with each other. No, because I decided. I'm chilling. That's it. Listen, it could get more complex than that if we wanted to, but it's really that simple for real. So men, we get it. Like we understand, like, all right, you know what I'm saying? We choose based on looks and behavior. What's the finest shit I can get that like me the way I like to be liked, that act how I want a woman to act? What's the finest available woman to me that like me how I like to be liked, that's gonna act how I want my woman to act? That's how niggas choose their wife. So if the best looking, well-behaved woman for you specifically is a 4 physically, that's where you got to play at, King. Unless you want to be chasing her forever, that's where you got to play at, King. Now, if you get yourself to a point where you can get 9s and 10s to act right, if you that nigga like that, which there is no such thing, 9s and 10s on the physical scale, generally, you just not. The real 9 and a 10 is like what we would call an 8, but that's modest, like a 4 or 5. That's really the 10. That's the real 10. The 10, the physical, like the one that just walk in the room and everybody, the niggas, the females, everybody jaw drop. Them females, they don't act right at all. The jaw dropper, everybody like, damn, you see her? Yeah, females that's heterosexual looking like, damn, I ain't gonna lie, that's a bad bitch. Like them women, they don't. Get them the fuck out. I call those beautiful headaches. That's what I call those. Joe Jet said the vibe shit, figure out the tangibles. Yep, Mama V said Disney did us dirty. Unrealistic romantic expectations. Facts. That fairy tale shit be for the ladies. Men be knowing like shit. I could make shit. Who gonna act right? You look good. You look good. You look good. You look good. Shit. Which one of y'all like me the most? You okay? You shit. You submissive? Yeah, for you. Oh shit. What shit? 10-4. Come on. You know what I'm saying? This shit ain't deep. But with y'all, motherfucker gotta be tall. His bread gotta look like this. The nigga, you want a certain skin complexion. He gotta know his dad. He gotta know what's his relationship with his mom. All type of check. Y'all got boxes, criterias, theories, all this shit. That shit be in the way. This shit ain't even that deep. It really ain't. It's not that deep. Yeah. So a lot of females that could have been married, they just could have, they too selective. I'm sorry. So you want me to settle? Shit, you probably ain't even settling. Most motherfuckers got inflated self-perspective anyway. You probably ain't settling. The nigga that like you a lot probably just right. He probably just right. You ain't gonna hold you. Must be using that settle word. It's like you got mirrors in your house. You ain't settling. You cool. You regular. He regular. Get off your high horse a little bit. The fuck? What make you overqualified for this nigga that love the fuck out of you that you've been ignoring for all this time? What make you overqualified for him? Why is he settling? You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes people got to ask themselves the hard questions and be honest with themselves. You ain't got to do it in front of nobody. But some of y'all a lie to God, I'm convinced. So if you a lie to God, you a lie to anybody.
Classic.
It's some women that are a lie to God. Men too. Y'all will lie to God. So, you know, niggas are pray and lie in their prayers like God don't know. Wow.
Classic.
But yeah, I think the subject matter experts on relationships are generally the people who are the most naturally practical. And by God's design, that is us. That is the men. So that's my conclusion on the She Sounds Like Us segment. But let me open up the lines. I'm about to drop the link. Anybody want to join the conversation for chat Q&A and resume talking about any of these topics or talk about something else? It don't even matter. I'm about to drop the link in here. You don't have to come on. If you just want to drop a question for chat Q&A, you can. But we are at that part of the show. There go the link in the chat. Hop on the StreamYard if you want to join in. It's chat Q&A time, man. Somebody drop a question. My dog Souls the Thought ain't been in here. Either that or he been quiet, man. Miss you in the chat, Souls. Joe Jet, shout out for Joe Jet holding it down. Shout out to Miss Perfect in the chat holding it down. Shout out to Tez Down holding it down. Shout out to Mama V holding it down. Who else up in here? Who else in the chat? Did Jay Zilla slide through today? Shout out chat 333, the best chat on all streaming platforms. Oh, we got an intruder. What up, bro?
What's happening, man?
You know what it is.
Yeah, we in here.
Fresh off a wreck and shit. You heard what happened? You heard what happened yesterday in the city? Yeah, bro. They got a fucking crew in the city up there at the Vic Theater. They had to clean everything up. They say an artist named Classic went through there and like a tornado wrecked that shit.
Tow everything down.
Yeah, man. They have been there trying to. They said they had to call emergency services to clean shit up.
They had the people jumping out the seats, and I thought, man, I thought they had to call in backup.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Yeah, man. What's good though, bro?
Man, bro, I had to jump in here because I hear what they talking about and chakra points, and I know we attacked that thing earlier today, but man, good chakra points. We're gonna talk about knock them, like I said before, gonna knock the sonic rings out that thing. Talk about some chakra points. It's gonna chakra these nuts. You know what I'm saying? Like,
how should a man take that? How should a man's ego handle that if his woman tell him that he got to do all this extracurricular shit to get her going? How should
he get her going? Like, so I've had this conversation with couples before. I know a lot of married people. You know what I mean? I know a lot of married people. I know a lot of long-term couples that they are in love with each other. They have loved each other, but like some of them just got bored or whatever. You know, they got lazy, whatever happens. You know, she put on 40 pounds, he put on 20. People just don't have the same attraction that they had before. But I will say this. Anytime that BS comes out of your mouth, you don't like him or you don't like her. And that's what it comes down to. And once you can be honest with yourself and say, I don't like that person. You know what I mean? I don't find them attractive. Ain't no all this extra that you need. I'm not saying that, ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of here and there, especially if you're nasty. If you're nasty, you're nasty. Ain't nothing wrong with it. If you're nasty, you're nasty. We all adults here, supposedly. But if you think that that's what you need every time that you like, I'm gonna tell you a personal anecdote from a homie that I had to counsel, right? And this girl that he was with, she was nice looking. I met her, she was cool. You know what I'm saying? She didn't seem like she was off. But then he called me one day out the blue, and he was like, "Hey, bro, I need your advice." I was like, "What kind of advice you need that I can give you?" You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's not you can't give everybody advice. And so he asked me about like relationships, and I said, "All right, what's going on in the relationship that's the problem?" He goes, "Yeah, we have a good time together. Our relations is good, our carnal relations. But man, bro, she got this weird fetish that I'm just not down with." And I said, what's the weird fetish? I had to know. You know what I'm saying? Me myself being somebody who is let's just say, you know, the French like different cheeses. You know, I'm not. I like to.
Man, I don't know what that shit mean.
Hey, don't ask no more questions about that one, bro. I'm just gonna keep streamlining the story, okay? Yeah, we web weaving over here, not the web weaver, but web weaving. So this mug, he told me that she likes a particular appendage that isn't the Johnson.
Okay.
Every day, not every once in a while, not having a good time. She wants him to do this to her every day, multiple times a day. And he said that he was weird because he's not trying to be, you know, elbow deep in there because it makes him feel weird.
Okay.
I told him, hey man, if that's what she needs and that's weird to you, you probably better off to get like, I'm like, did y'all start doing this together? Or was this her thing already? He was like, oh, that was her thing already. And I was like, that wasn't your clue that y'all wasn't compatible?
Right.
Now, don't get me wrong.
Whoa.
There's some people out there that they like that thing.
Is Joe Jet right?
Joe Jet is 100% unequivocally right.
That's what she was on?
She loved it. But the thing is, it wasn't just that she loved it. They had fights about it to the point of where he didn't want to do nothing with her at all because they were arguing about him not wanting to just, you know, he.
Wait, that joint wide open like that?
Like, here's the thing. He said it wasn't. Like, he said
How?
You know, he said it wasn't.
What he had small hands?
No, I mean, not from what I know. I mean, unfortunately, you know, where we grew up at, like the chicks was like free thinkers and they was free spirits where we grew up at. So it's kind of like most of us had a piece of the same pizza.
Man,
look. And so, you know, ain't nobody proud of that, especially when you didn't know. But most of us had a piece of the same pizza. Now, I didn't talk to this chick. I didn't know her like that. She was new. She was foreign. She wasn't even like nothing that we would do. She was foreign. And like when she got here, I guess she wilded out when she got here. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't wearing no hijab and nothing like that no more. She wasn't a part of no more religion. She was going crazy.
This what we call dry snitching right here. This what we call dry snitching. Officer, every time he come on here and put that vest on, he gonna tell in some way.
Bro, no names involved. No names involved.
I can make a sketch. Boy, I can make a sketch right now. Dry snitching.
Hey, but I'm just saying, like, so I told him, I said, hey man, you like, so how long was it that y'all was together for before you realized this is what she liked to do? And he was like 3, 4 months, 5 months before we started doing that, right? And so I'm like, okay, so you have been in there, you know, enjoying yourself the whole time. Yeah, I did. And he was like, and then she just brought it up. That's what she wanted to do because what she used to do. And he was like, at first I did it. A couple more times I did it, and then I got tired of doing it because it made me feel weird. Because I'm thinking, okay, this is enough, right? But that next thing you know, she's trying to get me to go up to the elbow.
Come on, man. Listen, bro. This is not the red room. Look, it is the middle of the day. This boy is a fool. Hey, look.
He over there.
Hey, Judge. Look the chat like what? Mama V said, come on, G. Mama V said that's not how it works. Joe Jet said dead. She said, oh my God. Tales from the hood. Come on, dog. Come on, so man.
I told him, I said, hey, y'all just not compatible, man. Like, just let her go nice and easy. Tell her that, you know, she's too much for you. I told him, I said, hey, bro, let her down easy. Tell her that she's too much for you and then move forward.
That's kind of crazy, bro.
I said, let her down easy. Tell her that she's too much for you and just move forward. But once again, like I said, once you start to get into like you said earlier, the spicy stuff, there is no end. I hope they know that. There is no end when you get into the spicy stuff. There is no No, you're gonna be
She
pushing
didn't.
the
She
limits
didn't.
for the
She
rest
didn't.
of
She
your
didn't.
life.
She didn't say get into the spicy stuff. She said you got to keep it spicy. Is what she said.
That's not the same thing.
Not necessarily. No.
Okay.
Because you could keep it PG spicy. You could do role playing, dress up. You know what I'm saying? You could keep it fun. You don't gotta. I mean, it's levels to
We
keep
call
it
that
spicy.
we call that fringe vanilla.
I don't know what you mean.
It's okay.
I
It's
don't know
not
what you mean.
It is not the red room after hours on the classic coast today.
It's not.
It is the afternoon and the sun is shining. All I gotta say is that's fringe vanilla.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you don't have to keeping it spicy. Don't gotta be no irregularly freaky stuff. Not in my opinion. Now maybe that's what she meant. Softy, what did you mean?
I took it as she meant that you gotta have Johnson & Johnson on Baby Doll, no Diddy.
No, that wouldn't be no Diddy. That would be Diddy. That would be Diddy.
Johnson & Johnson on speed dial.
Yeah, but yeah,
Johnson
all that oil and all that. You know, that's y'all got it. Y'all got it.
I wish I would walk out of somewhere glistening. Get out.
Yeah, y'all got it, G, with all that oil and shit. Y'all got it. I'm about that action, boss. Yeah, I'm about that action, boss. I ain't all that. God gave them oil already, so I ain't. You know what I'm saying? I don't need no more.
So speaking of that, so if you're telling me, and I'm gonna say this too. Hey, if y'all walk up in there and it's the Sahara Desert, man, she don't like you.
I ain't no. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't never had that situation before. I'm grateful. Yeah, I'm grateful.
If that ever happens, she don't like. I have so many friends that like, because I'm very candid about the way I talk to people, and I really hold back. Like if I offend you, if it wasn't my intention to offend you, I will apologize in certain situations if I was out of pocket. But if you ask me for a straight up answer and then got mad because I gave you a straight up answer, it is not my fault. You know what I mean? Like people got to stop being so soft, especially in relationships. I would tell guys this too. Hey, if you a soft dude, your girl probably don't like you, bro.
Facts.
I'm telling you that right now. She probably doesn't like you if you're soft.
The crazy thing is, women do like soft men. Like this the thing. Let's talk about it. It's a nuance to what you're saying. So oftentimes we always say it. Oftentimes women like whatever is considered like a bad boy, young in their life. They kind of like bad boys. But oftentimes bad boys are hyper emotional, and that's feminine. You know what I'm saying? They hyper emotional people. So like the people that we consider to be like gangsters and tough guys, they be some of the gayest people. No disrespect to the people that's gay, but that's what it be. Allegedly all for content creation purposes and entertainment. But that's what it be a lot. You know what I'm saying? Okay, who go to jail? Who go to jail most often? Most
emotional bad boys?
The bad boys, right? The bad boys. The gangsters.
They always going to jail.
Often. You got some high crime, but they don't even go to the same jail.
They always going to jail.
Okay, so and what be going on in the jail, bro? A lot of male bonding, right? Of all kinds.
That's what you want to call it.
Yeah, it's all boys school. It's all boys school. A lot of male bonding going on in there. Whatever. And I'm not saying that's everybody that go to jail participate in those types of acts. I'm just saying in general, even without that, without the segs, right? Without talking about that side of it, just in general, I don't want to be nowhere for one day where it's only men. Only men? I don't want to be nowhere. Nigga, you would never catch me on a men's retreat. You know how they be having the men's retreat for the men to go, like reconnect with themselves. Man, I'm not going nowhere with no bunch of dudes.
I'm
not, bro. I'm not.
I don't care.
Not where it ain't no women around. You see what I'm saying?
I don't care how much money we get. You're not about to have me sitting in a hot tub with 4 or 5 other brothers and no chicks around. That is dick soup.
Yeah, we not doing that. Yeah, bro, I'm not interested. G, I swear to God, I'm not interested.
Like dip their head in the water, all 5 dudes in there in the hot tub, stewing.
Yeah, I'm not interested, brother. I don't care what you're talking about. I don't care.
That's not the right type of pozole that we're looking for.
I'll go on a guy's trip. There's gonna be some women present though. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Yeah, I'm not going nowhere.
More than a few.
Yeah. So So no, man, the women actually, when they young, they not going for the bad boy, they going for the feminine boy, because the bad boy is oftentimes feminine. That dude that got into all those fights when he was a kid, he was emotionally unregulated, which is a trait of what?
Feminine.
Okay, so that's what it is, bro. Women actually don't be liking the macho dudes. They be liking the girly dudes. The ones that's grown with it, the real men, is the ones that know when to fight, when to walk away. Yeah, it may appear in this moment that I'm cowering. I'm not. I'm being smart. This is not the time nor the place for what it is that you own. I'm gonna be intelligent. I'm not emotionally unregulated like the dudes who unfortunately weren't blessed with relationships with a male figure, whether it be your dad or otherwise.
What's the word? Contempt. The word is contempt.
Yeah.
When you act up like in an unsanctioned area, when you act up, it's called being in contempt.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of contemptuous people in the world.
Yep.
And unfortunately, I made this statement the other day. So this is not, once again, everything that's being said is for edutainment, and all of that good stuff, But at once upon a time, everybody didn't get a wife. Every wife got a husband, for the most part. The majority of wives got husbands, but every man did not get a wife.
Right.
And I don't agree with everything that anybody says on earth, but Charleston White definitely had a point. For a few thousand years in society, women were taken care of, protected by the estate of a powerful man. And there was varying degrees of power. You know what I mean? If you had one wife, two wives, a wife, a concubine, a woman hand servant who also served as your concubine, throughout history, and they were fine with each other. And matter of fact, most of them have said in the past, we actually like being around the girls and like him doing his thing and then coming back to us whenever he gets to. The majority of the sister wives that I have met and or spoken to or watched and reviewed their content, there's a bunch of them. I'm not going to shout them out right now because it's not for that. Thirsties. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about Chat 333. I'm talking about the people who come in on all of these random shows that we have, and they don't ever comment. They don't ever chat with us. They just judge and try to judge, and then try to hit the DMs later. I'm talking to them right now. Y'all heard me? They love being around each other. The women love being around each other. They love raising the family together. Bonus mom this, bonus mom, sister wife that. Husband's usually out in the field doing something. I mean, like out there, whatever field he's into. And when he comes back and they get their time with him. But it's been like that for centuries, millennia even. And now, since everybody gets a wife, everybody is mad. Oh, these dudes ain't nothing. They never were. They never were. Like there's. I'm gonna tell you this right now. The weakest kingdoms and dynasties in history always happened when there was nothing for the prince that was coming up to fight for. Everything was handed to him. His father already conquered all the wars. Grandfather conquered all the wars. He bored with money, time, and opportunity. So all he do is he ain't got no strength. He's usually a runt. Like there was no reason for him to train in anything. You know what I mean? It's usually a lot of weakness going on. So while they're complaining about these men not being nothing, it's way more of these not nothing dudes. And we tell y'all growing up, oh, you just hating on him. No, I'm not hating on him. I'm telling you, he's going to get you pregnant. He's going to go to jail. And then when you get out, when he gets out, he's going to try to use you while cheating on you with another girl that he was talking to in jail. Allegedly. But I was hating. You was hating. They was hating. No, shorty, wasn't nobody hating on you. Wasn't nobody hating on him. We told you he wasn't nothing. We told you he was 5 foot nothing. 100 pounds of nothing. Pockets full of nothing. Wallet ain't got nothing in it. Shoes ain't even got no socks in them. You know what I'm saying? Like we told y'all about these people. Do not get upset because people told you not to mess with these people. And you did it anyway and called us haters.
Yeah. Miss Perfect in the chat said, I didn't mean it like that. Joe Jet said gay for stay activities. That's what they be on. Joe Jet said macho gives structure. Facts.
You know I'm a warrior.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I'll tell you like this. I likes you and I want you. We can
do
it the way or the highway. The choice is yours.
Man, listen. That ain't a place for me. But yeah, man. Yeah, it's already off the rip. Off the rip. Off the rip. It is what it is. Off the rip.
It's funny because they watch the Classic Coast, but they don't know. Oh, y'all come hang out. Y'all do not want that. Hey, chat 333, y'all don't want that.
Facts.
Y'all do not want, because the minute that somebody gets out of pocket, the last thing you want is two people like, hey, all right, tag team match. Okay, cool. Who's gonna whoop them first?
Yeah. Straight up, because these motherfuckers certified in the trenches.
Must be mad disrespectful and then wonder what's gonna happen next.
Yeah. Hey, listen, just don't fight nobody. Don't care about losing. That's me. I don't care about losing. That's the most fearless fighter.
One choice.
Yeah.
One choice is victory.
Yeah. I'm fearless. Yeah. Don't fight nobody. Don't care about losing. The ones that scared, they easy. Yeah, the ones that scared, they easy to whoop. They already timid.
They running when it's punch.
How they be punching? How they be punching? Just scary ass.
Classic.
I love to see it.
Shit, lean hard as hell. Lean.
Yeah, like you ever seen a cat recoil? You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
Be like,
Yeah.
It's like that. Overhand. Like, he hit the bag like this.
Yeah.
Nah, like I see what you said, Soft Rain. I'm sure you didn't mean it like that.
Yeah. Perfect
Soft
in the
Rain,
chat.
Maybe
Perfect
thinking I
in the
give
chat,
Soft Rain a
man.
hard time. I try not to, but she's perfect in the chat, man.
Perfect in the chat, man. But let me wrap this up, bro. You know I gotta make it, dog. Appreciate you joining in for the chat Q&A. Y'all
Thanks
make
for
sure y'all
having me.
hit the like button. It's totally free before you go. Hit the notification so you know next time we tap in and go live. And if y'all don't do nothing else for me, make sure you stick to the codes. We got another
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters when left in the cold. Harden my heart and that heart in the flow.